Well, testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. We're back, and this is an episode of Let's Hash It Out. I am the nerd in charge, and I'm here to discuss things that probably other people don't discuss. This will be a short one. We are going to talk about poop. Have you ever pooped? Obviously you have. If you haven't, you probably have a bigger problem than we can discuss. But I'm not a doctor and this is not medical advice. This is clearly simply just a medical observation from a marketing manager who is tired of shit. So here's the deal. A lot of people have told you a lot of things and you have absorbed those things and now it has frozen you. And I'm speaking to some clients or some people that I've met or some consultation people, and you're beautiful people. You have beautiful purposes. You've done a lot of great things with your business, or you want to, and you have all these plans. And something is blocking you. I think it's shit. I think a lot of people have put their opinions on you. I think a lot of people have said, this is how you have to do it. This is what you should do. This will cause success. Do my 5-step rule. Do my 35 steps. Whatever it is. And that shit has not grown your garden. So what I'm seeing is, for two things I'm making this podcast. Number one, proverbial shit. The shit that people pile on top of you, you need to learn how to scrape it and move it and utilize it as a fertilizer. When people give you advice and they say you should make this content, you should type in these hashtags and learn how to do this. You should use Instagram. You should be on the threads. Whatever it is they're shooting on you, I really think it's important that you decide what works for you, for your business, and for your communication style. Now, if you are a business owner who has multiple employees, multiple teams, and you have a marketing team, and this is still something that you're listening to me for, you and I need to discuss how to work with your marketing team better. And that's not what we're talking about today, because that's just an organizational situation and how to inspire people. When you are a business owner or you do your own marketing, there is so much that gets put on you when you start researching. How can I do this? Where can I get reach? I want to find more leads, and it's trending and it's popular. And there's a marketing manager for every corner on every business, industry necessary. And a lot of those marketing managers have zero experience, and they've literally only worked for their sister's lawn care company or something like that. And they don't know exactly what they're supposed to be doing, but they know how to use social media for themselves. And so what happens is you've spent a lot of budget, a lot of time, a lot of stuff, and it didn't work and it didn't go where you wanted to. And now you're here looking for resources, and all that should has piled up on top of you. So I am asking that you would stop allowing people to should on you and just allow yourself to decide what platforms work, what your message is, and how you can get it out there. And if you need to hire a marketing manager, if you need to hire someone to do your graphics, if you need to hire the whole shebang because you don't want anything to do with promoting your business, you just want to run your business, there are connections for that. But the problem comes into when you have so much shit on top of your creative understanding of what needs to happen, that leaks into all the other options for success. So if you make a social media post and you are in a shitty mood and you're not really understanding your strategy at the moment, and you're just doing it because, it's 6:00 on a Tuesday and you're supposed to do a tip Tuesday, then that shitty mood on that shitty post is going to come through and you'll get shitty reach. And we don't want that. We want to utilize our shit for growing something better. If people are going to shit on us, and if we're going to live in a world that covers us with a lot of shit, we're going to utilize it for something growth style, okay? Something good, something happy, something alive. And so what you need to do is put yourself in the right mindset. And when you know you can be in a good mindset, that's when you do some marketing and get your scheduling going. The other thing I want to talk to you about is literal poop. So sometimes we're in a bad mindset because we have not cleansed our system. So maybe castor oil in your belly button is your situation. I made a post about that on Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it, earlier, and it just, blew up with some very interesting points that people can do when they are in a mood, when they are full of toxins, when they are full of negativity, and it's just not possible for them to do a full cleanse or a full this, or maybe they don't realize why the negative mood is there. But this all came about because I asked somebody, I was like, look, when's the last time you pooped? Because this is seriously a lot of negative energy you're giving me, and I feel like if you pooped, you'd feel a whole lot better. And I was joking, and they said, well, actually, I'm constipated. Thank you. And it was funny because there's a meme about that. But anyway, I said, well, then seriously, you should put some castor oil in your belly button and sleep and call it a day. And, let's chat tomorrow. Because I feel like you could feel a whole lot better if you could just release a whole lot of shit from your system and then you can move forward with your creative abilities. And that's what inspired my post. That's what inspired this whole situation. And since I said that, I've talked to 5 other consultations and mentioned the same thing, and it all hit. Everybody is shit on, and they are loaded with an abundance of shit, and our society doesn't allow us to take a dump. It just doesn't. We're not told it's pretty. We're not told how. We're not told why. We're told to sit there and scroll through our phone because that's what people do, is they hide in the bathroom, and that will cause you hemorrhoids. So my suggestion, figuratively, soften the stool, stop worrying about all the shit, get the shit off of your life, get the shit off of your, mood and your energy, and just make the posts that speak your business and your brain. Talk to your marketing team like you want your audience to hear from you so that they absorb the energy from you that you want your audience to hear. And also, like, literally go take a shit, drink some water, and have some, good energy flowing back in. You got to make room for good, okay? We've got to make room for more. So hope you've enjoyed this shit posting that I'm discussing here. This is just another episode of Let's Hash It Out on Facets of Inspiration TV. TV is coming soon. This has been a podcast, and thank you for listening.